everybody, and welcome to the final third. And today we're going to be looking at the Champions League games. One hell of a game, probably one of the most iconic Champions League semi-finals, and also the other one. Yeah, but
That's typical of Arsenal.
That is typical of Arsenal and Atletico as well. But those are the games we'll be discussing, and also we'll be going to a bit of depth as we have an Arsenal fan, our friend, Mr. Ali Ajam. Welcome to the podcast, Ali.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're going to be discussing all things Arsenal really after we start discussing the games, and at the end we've got a new game. We're going to play Imposter between us three, so that should be quite fun. So let's jump straight into it. So obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody watched the game yesterday, and good for them that they did. It was Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich, and it finished 5-4 to Paris Saint-Germain. Now, what do you guys think this might be the best game in Champions League history?
It's definitely up there, that's for sure. It was 3-2 at half time. 3-2 at half time.
3-2 at half time.
It was like there was no defense. It was just straight attack from both teams, which was what made it so enjoyable to watch.
Did you see what Enrique said?
What
He
did
said
say?
we deserved to win, draw, and lose the game.
I mean, can you blame him to say that? Like, it could have genuinely ended either way with this game. That's the way it was going. I mean, there was a point where you thought Bayern Munich were down and out, and they still managed to claw back a couple of goals to make it not so bad and give them a chance going into the next leg. But yeah, no, it was a crazy game and some amazing goals as well in the game as well.
That's what you love to see. You love to see two attacking sides. It's one of the most exciting games because both teams were attacking each other, and it was pure football at its finest. Both have brilliant attacking front threes. Their midfields know how to obviously attack as well. Even their defenders are both great as well. And especially that battle between Olise and Nuno Mendes. It was like one would win a duel and the other one would win another. And usually he gets the better of most of the attackers, but not Olise gave him a good game.
Maybe I'm a nostalgia merchant,
Okay.
but the best Champions League game I watched, the one that stuck with me, guess.
Is it recent?
No. Real Madrid, Liverpool, 2018, I think it was.
That was a good game.
Gareth Bale.
To be fair.
That was a good game, but I feel like Liverpool just weren't there in that game.
No, but in terms of like my
Iconic
favorite
moments.
game to watch, you had two crazy goals.
Yeah, to be fair.
Crazy goals. Especially the bicycle kick.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
I remember, you know, when I was watching it, my dad's Arab. My dad was just sat there. Gareth Bale scored, and the room was like me and my brother and my dad. We were just like, my dad goes, "Let's score a goal."
By the way, translation, that means it's a very good goal.
He was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. Yeah.
I was on DV when that game was on. Men were watching it in the tent with my friends. It was insane. Going mental. We had one Liverpool fan. The rest were like Real Madrid fans, and it was just insane when we saw that Bale goal go in. But yeah,
My brother cried. My brother's an Arsenal fan, and he cried when Mo Salah got injured.
You cried.
Yeah, he cried.
Damn.
Of sadness?
He was actually upset.
Well, to be fair, I did feel bad for him in that game because, like, genuinely, he was going to be the
Yeah,
reason
no, it was
Liverpool
emotional.
did anything in that
He
game.
was going to go to the World Cup as well, but I don't think he was able to at the end.
Even so, I think today's game with Arsenal and Atletico, it will get massively overshined by yesterday's game, and
Easy.
rightly so. No, there's no doubt about that. And I even remember watching like the highlights on TikTok and seeing the comments saying that, "Oh, good luck to everybody who's watching Haram Ball tomorrow." Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I understand that, honestly, I do, but I don't think that takes away from the game wasn't actually that bad.
Well, let's get into discussing it. So obviously, Atletico drew 1-1 with Arsenal at home, which again keeps the game open for the second leg. Realistically, I mean, you're the Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
What do you think of the game? What did you think?
You saw me.
Yeah.
You saw me.
Yeah.
The live saw you as well.
We're very, like, Arsenal fans, I think, everywhere no longer have confidence in Arsenal's play. They're very nervous, and I think we're looking at each game now. Each game that comes by feels like we're crawling.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
100%.
You know when
It's
you're like,
nervousness.
you know when you're so tired, for example, in the gym, you
Yeah.
just want it to finish.
Literally.
You just want it to end. Or when you're studying for an exam and you're just so tired by the end, you just want to keep going until you finally finish.
Just to go over the line.
That's what I feel like also at the beginning of the season. I
Yeah.
remember watching each game excited. Each game I was like, yo, I can't wait to watch this game.
I said that as well. Sorry, but
No, I was like excited to watch each game. You know, you had your 3-0s, your 4-1s, your 5-0s. I was just so happy because, by the way, I watched Arsenal in 2016 onwards, 2015 onwards. Okay, so I understand bad gameplay. I understand bad football. I'm not saying that, you know, Arteta's style isn't boring. It is boring. It is boring. But even still, I've never been used to watching my team win so often.
Literally.
But now, since Cunha scored that goal, ever since that game, Arsenal have never recovered. And they're always sort of like teetering.
Yeah, no, I agree. Watching that game, because we were actually coming back from a holiday, we were coming back from Dubai, and we were just in the car, and because Ali's dad brought us, and I was just, because it was mental. Because I saw the Dorgu goal, which was insane as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'll be honest, your goals were pretty dead, with all due respect. One was an own goal, the other one was, what was it?
I can't lie, letting them go in was bad as well on your side.
That's true. No, we shouldn't have let
really
them go.
bad defense for both.
But then, like I say, when I watch Man United play of late, they are more exciting. They remind me of a team that's kind of similar to a PSG and Bayern Munich in terms of the players they have.
Can I be honest? Do you know what they remind me of? I don't suppose you remember 2019 Unai Emery Arsenal.
Yes. Okay.
There was a period of time where we went like 20-something games unbeaten.
Yeah.
During that period of time, they were so electric going forward.
That's true.
That's what Man U are reminding me of now.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Arsenal back then.
No, I know what you're
Pre-COVID
saying.
Arsenal.
Do you remember that one goal we always talk about? The one against Leicester, where Ozil dictates the play.
That's what Arsenal used to be. But now Arsenal is just straight.
I'm sorry, you've gone from Ozil to Odegaard, and
But
that fall off is crazy.
Look. I think it's
that's like a Ferrari.
we had a. You know, that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Arsenal. By the way, I watched Arsenal for the first time FA Cup final 2012. 2012, we were 2-0 down, then we won 3-0. That's when I started watching Arsenal. I was 10 years old, and since then, because we didn't have Skybox or anything like that, was the first time I got like a dodgy box. So I've been watching since then. Yeah, that's when I loved Arsenal. I always had to support Arsenal because my older brother supported Arsenal, but that's when I loved Arsenal. From that point till 2022, 23, miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable.
The odd FA Cup.
But even so, despite the fact that it was miserable, despite the fact that it was tiring, awful to watch, you had Arsenal moments.
Yeah.
Arsenal are known for having those beautiful plays. Just once in a blue moon. So you can say, you oh, you had Ozil, now you have Odegaard, but let's not forget that Ozil also went absent for loads of games.
Yeah.
Absent for loads of games. And as much as I love Ozil, I think he's better than De Bruyne. As much as I love Ozil...
Oh, that's a hot take.
I do, sorry, I have to.
Oh, there you go, that's a hot take.
As much as I love Ozil, and as much as I think he's more talented than his numbers aren't as good as De Bruyne, that's clear. But I think that he was a better all-round footballer than... not an all-round footballer, I believe that he was a better playmaker than De Bruyne. But... Even still, I don't feel watching Arsenal now makes me miserable because I finally see my team first in the league.
I see.
I haven't seen that before. I wasn't born with the Invincibles. I haven't seen that.
You said it so many times. They've come from the trenches.
Oh, he came from the dirt in the ground. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I won't feel guilty now that we're putting Hal on board. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
But I just wanted to say, with this season, when you talk about like now that you've all nervous. The start of the season, like you said, the quality was there. It was so good. You were winning. You beat Leeds like 5-0 at one point at the start of the season. And the drop off, it's been like that in the last 3 seasons. You start off amazing. The football's good. You're winning. Games dominating them. And then towards the end of the season, it just gets to you. Once you start feeling the pressure of Man City getting onto you, that's it. The quality just completely drops. And it just seems like you can't even get over the line in certain games.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the interview part of the podcast. I'm just going to ask you a set of questions. I want you to try and create a discussion with us, and we'll try and get involved if we agree with you. Because as we say, we are unbiased, even though we don't like Arsenal.
You are not unbiased.
No,
you support Man U. You support the London
but
club.
This guy cannot be.
But no,
they're very biased.
We'll try our best.
we'll try our best to be unbiased. Okay, we try to be as unbiased as possible on the podcast. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question is: are you fully convinced by Arteta?
Yes.
And so you'd keep him. If you didn't win anything this season, you would keep him? Or do you think he's taken the team as far as it possibly can go?
I've noticed that a lot of Arsenal fans disagree with me on this.
Yeah.
A lot of Arsenal fans have come out and they've said if he doesn't win anything, he should be sacked. Now, there's two discussions to be had. One is will he be sacked, and one is should he be sacked.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a lot of Arsenal fans that say he will be sacked. Do I think he will be sacked?
No.
Probably not. Even if he doesn't win anything,
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be sacked. I just don't think it's the relationship that he has with with Josh Kroenke.
Yeah.
I don't think, and like how much Josh Kroenke has invested in Arteta, I don't think he'd be willing to let him go like that.
True.
Even if it's been 3 or 4 seasons or however long it's been that he's had that investment. Regarding whether he should leave, I don't think so either. I'll tell you why. Remember, I started watching 2012. I watched Arsene Wenger make a top 4 team out of flipping ridiculous dead football players.
Yeah.
Coquelin, flipping Shamak, Bentner,
Mustafi.
Literally.
But to be fair, Mustafi was a World Cup winner. He brought him in as a World
With
Cup
bit of
winner,
pedigree, yeah.
and he absolutely flopped. Which is he couldn't have predicted that. I'm trying to say he brought in I think Unai Emery brought in
Socrates was okay.
But he brought in Mustafi, he brought in Özil, he brought in Alexis Sanchez. You know, Arsene Wenger did make an effort to keep performing at a top level, but he was just consistently getting top 4, except for that one time he got.
I think also
when still in the league.
Yeah, I think it was mostly because there was a lack of investment. Really, they didn't invest enough in Arsene Wenger.
You know, it was
at that point.
Regardless of investment,
Mm.
because they did move into the new stadium,
Mm.
and Arsenal made more money during that period of time. I think they still do. I'm not sure if they still do, but during that period of time from like 2015 to like 2018, I think they made more money on a football day than any club in world football.
Yeah,
that's how much money they made.
Yeah.
So and they had a very sustainable model, and Arsene Wenger was continuously pumping out top 4.
Yeah.
Consistently with a crap team. Now, I remember watching in my younger days, my more immature days, not understanding how much of a feat that is.
Yeah.
In my head, I was there like, I want the league. So I was going around at the time. I remember, okay? And I was with like, Arsenal fan TV type thing. I was like, yeah, he should be leaving.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with how he was disrespected by Arsenal fans. That's another thing. But I didn't believe that he was right for the club anymore. I think he should have left when he won the FA Cup. Even still, him leaving and bringing in Unai Emery, then we had another like successful run, and then we dipped again, and then we went really down with Arteta. So we were a banter club for like 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Okay. So when somebody asks me now, I never envisioned that I would be seeing first, second back then when we were 8 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
But when I saw the league when I saw like Arsenal start to go up on the PL, looking at it now, I remember what it was like back then.
Yeah.
I remember what it was like in COVID football. Do you remember COVID for Arsenal?
Oh my days, yeah.
It's a circus show up.
So I can't, and by the way, I think Arsenal played beautifully last year and the year before. Like their football was entertaining as well.
At the beginning with Arteta,
it's only been this year that their football hasn't been entertaining.
Agreed. To be fair,
but it's also been one of our most successful years in terms of like where we are.
True.
Even still, I can never bring myself to say they need to sack Arteta because I'm not sure of what will come after.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Especially since the management and the ownership have had a very close relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll have that relationship with someone else. And Arteta is one of our own as well.
Yeah.
And he's young, and he's definitely an up-and-coming manager. So I would prefer to stay with Arteta for more seasons.
Yeah, that's good.
Fair enough.
I think you said the point very, very well. Any questions more?
What is your hottest take that you'll defend?
Should we all give
to
one?
be honest, he came up with he said
That you'll
it is
fully defend.
me.
So
I'll be honest. Özil, I think Özil was more fun to watch and a better playmaker, but Kevin De Bruyne is a better football player. Like I can't fully die on that hill.
I kind of see what you're saying, I guess.
I enjoyed. There's not a lot of players like Ozil anymore.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm trying to
I
say?
get you.
I don't think there are players like Ozil anymore. I
thought Odegaard was
I
gonna
thought
be-
Odegaard would become like Ozil.
Yeah,
I had faith in Odegaard to become like Ozil. I
Yeah.
even had him in my FIFA Create team, gone to 95. I thought he was going to be like Ozil, but he just didn't fill his boots.
If you want to ask my hot take, to be honest, I said it already this season, but Bowen, I don't even think, to be honest, I should probably come up with something else because at this point it's not a hot take anymore. Bowen is better than Saka, especially this season. Bro, he's got 10 goals, 10 assists and 8 goals. Yeah, that's what I said.
Saka's barely played this season.
I don't care, bro, he stinks. Anyway, he's been stinking for the last 3 seasons.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
no,
yes.
he's not.
Anyway, going back to, what would I say is a hot take?
different one.
He's not world class.
Oh, I think Rice was better at West Ham than he was at Arsenal.
You're gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, I'm gonna die on that. The way he
honest.
progressed the ball was better at
I'll be
West
honest.
Ham.
I haven't watched, and I didn't really watch Declan Rice in West Ham.
Of course, no one did except for West Ham fans. It seems.
But I think seeing the impact, because the thing is, you have to understand also, when Declan Rice was in West Ham, the players that were around him were of much less quality than Arsenal players.
True.
Okay, so I'm not talking about what they've won, but I'm talking about just genuine raw ability. They're clearly of a lower standard than Arsenal. Declan Rice outshined everyone in that team, but he's also outshining everyone in Arsenal.
Okay, I get what you're saying there, but what I want to say, and this is not necessarily Declan Rice's fault, but when he was at West Ham, like you say, because of everyone else, he had more freedom to do what he wanted on the ball. I feel like with Arteta, because he's so structured with his the way Arsenal play, it's diminished how he is. I think he doesn't carry the ball as well as he did at West Ham. Bro, there's the solo goal during the Europa League with Rice that he scored. Carried the ball from before our half all the way to the goal and scored. He's not doing that at Arsenal. Arteta wouldn't allow him. I'm convinced that if he started doing that, Arteta would start screaming on the sideline. Probably start cussing him out. He would not allow that. But at West Ham, Dave Moyes gave him that freedom to do it. And that's why I think he is. Honestly,
I don't think that's enough to say that he's better at West Ham because he had more freedom to play.
Hey, he only won a trophy at West Ham. So.
I think in all fairness, even football in general, the way football is going now, it's more about how good of a cog in a system are you, rather than how much of an individual player you are.
True.
It's no longer. Do you know how much
You say that, but Cunha at Wolves last season was that player as well.
in lower league clubs you do that because the system's crap.
Yeah, but that's my point. But
What does that play?
The players are not good cogs.
I get what you're saying.
You rely on one player's flag.
I get what you're saying.
I think Crystal Palace will over Zaha.
Yeah,
They relied on Zaha. They relied on Zaha to prop them forward. West Ham with Payet.
Of course.
Remember
Yeah, but this
how
is
much they relied on Dimitri
of
Payet.
course, hear me out. But that's my point. I just made that point. I said the reason why he was better at West Ham is because he was that kind of player that was allowed to just do whatever he wanted because there's not a structure as much as Arsenal.
But if you keep making that argument, you can say that any player that played for a lower league club or for a lower league club, because they were relied upon, because they had flair, whereas other players were not good cogs, when he goes into a great team like Grealish, Grealish was amazing.
Grealish is different. You look at Semenyo.
Grealish was amazing in Villa. When they put him in Man City, he became not a great cog in the system.
I get what you're saying.
But you can't say that as a result of that he was better in City. He was better in
You
Villa
say
than
that,
he was
but
in
when you look at Semenyo, he's gone from Bournemouth. Don't get me wrong, for Bournemouth he was insane. But at City, honestly, I think he's hit another level. Haaland, for example, at the other teams that bought a Dortmund this.
The cog kind
But
of
now
died.
I see,
The cog kind of died in Man City.
What do you mean?
The system
you think
kind
they've
of
been allowing him to play more freedom?
the system kind of diminished in Man City because of how poorly they were playing. So eventually it went back to the player's talent. Have you noticed that? Like if you look at Cherki and Semenyo and Haaland,
But
the way and Bernardo Silva, have you noticed how Bernardo Silva's playing recently?
yeah,
He's no longer a cog in a system anymore. He's controlling the game.
true.
Okay,
Yeah.
and this is essentially what happened. This is kind of what I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll say this is a horrible thing for me to say as an Arsenal fan, but I will say it. Although I desperately wanted Man City to lose both games in the Carabao Cup final and the Premier League. It was very clear that Man City played football, but Arsenal played system. Arsenal's system didn't work, and Man City's football won. That was so obvious. That was because Pep allowed his players to play.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. It was like, go, just play. That's what it looked like to me. Now, I'm not a football analyst or anything, but I saw life in their football.
That's true.
Whereas in Arsenal, I saw them, filling the form.
And that's
looked
what
like
it
to
is. Especially looking at the game today, we were mentioning it. And I was trying to tell the boys, have you noticed how wide their wingers are so on the touchline?
But it's still top the league, so I don't care.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But my point is, the system you're playing isn't it's not going to work against certain teams. Like Atletico Madrid, your midfield is so narrow.
Yeah.
When your wingers are so far wide, why are you playing that type of game against a team that are literally camped on the side of their box?
Yeah,
Because by the time the midfielder gets it to the winger, they're gonna have someone pressing them already.
Can I say something with
Today
a
I
problem?
was scared, honestly. Today I was.
Do you know what's the problem with having such a system and you haven't right? If he's adopting this system and doesn't win anything with it, it's only gonna take time until it gets caught out, gets predicted, people understand the system and how to abuse the system.
To be fair,
Bournemouth did it to you this season.
He's been
in his last game because Iraola knew how to get around your system and beat you at your own game.
But look at Newcastle.
Yeah, but Newcastle just shit.
No, even so.
Sorry, my friend.
Even so, if you look at Newcastle, did you see the goal?
What? Eze's
goal.
That was still from a set piece segment.
Yes, I understand that. But do you see how it happened? We've been scoring set pieces consistently for the past 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. Why is that? We implement a system. It works. They come and try and change the system. We adapt. It keeps working. Today, the last game with the Newcastle, 3 times they tried that corner.
Yeah, the short one. Yeah.
3 times they tried the short corner. They had 4 players coming down.
Fair play to that, but in my opinion, that's more bad on Newcastle than it is on Arsenal. Good on Arsenal. I think if
they did it against City, they would have scored.
You think they
did?
did?
Yeah,
I don't think they would.
They were so confused.
I don't think they would have. No. I think Man City are so well. The players have such good IQ. They would have.
I don't know. You can catch teams out sometimes.
But why? Why
because
did
it was
against it?
because it
I'm
was
sure these. It wasn't just for Newcastle. These tactics were probably for City as well when they played City.
I don't think
we didn't have many. In the Carabao Cup final, I don't know what happened there. Honestly, I remember watching it. I was watching it in a lounge with a friend.
Surprised though.
I was sat there looking at the TV like, what is happening? What I don't have words for that game. Honestly, I don't have words for that game. I was gobsmacked.
Yeah.
But the other game, I think we deserved to draw. The other game, I think the Premier League game we deserved to draw. It was just a bit unlucky. It was Martinelli's fault.
Yeah, fair enough. You see, at least
I don't know what it is.
There was a question from the live.
Specifically for Khalis.
Okay.
Rate the best 5 midfielders in this season.
Oh.
Right.
Just for you, bro.
Okay.
Wait.
Bruno Fernandes first.
Fernandes first, bro.
Absolutely.
Bruno Fernandes first.
Yeah.
There's no questions asked.
Excellent.
Then I probably would say Rice.
Okay.
Because I mean they're top of the league, and he's been a massive part of that.
Could have been Zubamendi if he started playing.
Yeah, true.
Started playing football. Could have been Zubamendi.
Yeah. You know what? Would I put Casido?
Not only the Premier League though as well.
Oh,
Not
not
only
only Premier League.
Not only okay.
Not only Premier.
Okay. That
That
opens it up a little bit.
I don't want to.
Would I still put Vitinha in it? Probably, but I'd say João Neves this year. I think João Neves has been better than Vitinha this year. So yeah, he goes in. So Bruno Fernandes, Rice. This is no in particular order, but Bruno Fernandes first. Bruno first. Rice, João Neves. I mean, I've heard Pedri hasn't done that much this year, and I've seen a couple Barca games. He's of course very, very good, but he hasn't done crazy this year.
He's definitely
The way he's carrying City, bro.
He's in the convo. I don't know if he's there, but he's in the
The way he's
I respect
transformed
that.
and carried City.
Valverde. I think he's up. I think he's in there.
I haven't watched La Liga, but I've seen highlights.
Valverde's been class.
I think Valverde,
he's literally carried Real Madrid on there. But like that game against Manchester City, we scored a hat trick. Do you know what I mean? That's carrying on your back. And one more. Bernardo's. Oh yeah, might have to be Kimmich. Yeah.
I think he goes so under the radar.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't get talked about.
I think Kimmich. Yeah.
Nearly enough. He's like, he is a Philip Lahm regen.
The problem is
The way he
because the
plays
German
everything.
I like that.
And he literally doesn't even get.
Well,
rated
I
as
would
much
say
as he
the
until
German
after his
the
career.
German league
Philip
is
Lahm.
just. He was a great player. The German league. The problem is
Yeah.
the German league. The issue with the German league is it's only one team at the moment really competing for the league. Like obviously Leverkusen won it. Well, obviously that was literally a one-off. Like you're not gonna see a season like that ever
I was
again.
gonna say they
Literally,
only lost
we were
one.
just mentioning it in the game. They only lost one game, and that was to in the Europa League final, which is insane. So they went unbeaten throughout the whole season, and you won't see that again. I don't think by any team,
Oh, easily not.
or at least anytime soon.
I'm pretty sure they did it before themselves in the past.
They might have done, but they never won the league before that. They'd never won the league before.
But they had gone close to doing
But
it.
anyway,
That was,
I would say Fernandes first, and then after that, no particular order: Rice, João Neves, Kimmich, and we said somebody else. Valverde. Those are my five.
I think that's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid. I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably put in Pedri, but I just think he's fallen off a little bit since last year. So
Fair enough.
yeah, those are my five. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Assuming you win no trophies this year, right? And next year you don't win trophies either. What would you do in that situation? Would you officially be Arteta out? Because I believe at that point, like you were saying, your play this year has fallen off since last 3 years actually. Because that first year was probably the most magic football you played under Arteta, I would say. And you've been falling off gradually, but now it's very apparent that you're just relying on set pieces mostly.
Okay.
Right? If next year you don't see any improvement in your play, you're playing the same style of play, and you don't win anything, what would you do then? Would you look to get him?
It depends on how he loses the league. In the second, it depends on I'm looking at it now. What I'm seeing is capitulation.
Yeah.
This, if he was to lose the league, now I say this, he might pick it up and win the league this season.
Yeah.
I still think
Still
it's
possible.
I still think it's 50-50. I don't think it's in Man City's favour or in Arsenal's favour. Right now, I'm looking at Arsenal being there like, no, we have to defend. And I'm looking at Man City going, look, we need to get those points. So even, I think both situations are, one is thirst and one is protection. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's like equal footing. I really do. Even so, looking at how Arsenal have performed, right now I see capitulation, right now. If they were to lose the league because of capitulation, I'd still have Arteta in. I'd still be Arteta in. But next season, if they were to lose due to capitulation again,
It's a problem.
then I'd have a problem. Unless they won a trophy, even if it's just the Carabao Cup. But I would definitely be like, now we're starting
Be
to,
repetitive.
now we're starting to
a bit
get,
skeptical of them.
but I saw too much.
I
Hear
understand.
me out. You can
If he started going third, fourth, fifth, yeah, I'd have a problem.
hear me out. Hear me out. You can want him out, but still respect him. To be honest,
Yeah.
just because you want someone out doesn't mean you have no respect.
Like you
for him.
say, he took you out of the trenches.
It's not about
but there is an
respect. It's not about
opportunity.
respecting him, bro. I'm not sure where else. Like, remember we were asked on Wenger
Bro,
out.
he
We were
put you-
Wenger out.
I
We
get
took
you,
Wenger
hear me
out, and did you see what happened to the club?
But hear me out. If you take at the moment where Arteta would
And
leave you guys
those
is in a position.
stupid rival fans being
But-
there like, oh, you were Wenger out. Look at your team now.
John, you gotta hear me out though. If Arteta were to leave, let's say this season, at the end of the season in the summer, right, he would have left them in a position where pretty much a lot of the managers in world football would want to take that job with that team, because they would know they can win something with that. But that's my point. That's if he gets sacked.
Oh, no,
It wouldn't be as bad as before.
I know, bro.
No.
Because
When you look at when they left, that team was not good, and you know it.
even still, Unai Emery took us very.
Yeah,
far.
but look, he clearly didn't have as much experience as he does now. That he did back
What do you
then.
mean? He
but
was great with
He
Valencia.
was, but my point is, it's not as he is now. Like, look, he's got a lot more. He's got much better. But hear me out.
Why did I say Valencia? Gary now.
But when he if Arteta leaves now, he's leaving them in a much better position. That is, in my opinion, a team that is able to win the Premier League and even challenge for the Champions League. But not if Arteta's there.
Now, I'm going to pause you there. You can make 2 signings this summer. First of all, we'll start off with positions. What positions would you sign with? And then we'll go into the type of players. You're going to
Bro,
striker.
what about the wingers?
Need a striker.
Is you only get, let's say, for example, my example is like you only have 2 positions you can sign.
Oh,
And these are important signings now. The ones you think you need the most.
Okay, we need defense is fine.
Goalkeeper's fine.
Even the fullbacks are fine. Goalkeeper's fine.
Obviously.
Deep lying midfielders. We've got Rice. Zubamendi needs a bit of help, but I think he can get back on it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, just get straight to the point.
We need a strong winger.
Yes.
And we need a playmaker.
Okay. And,
I think that's
and are you happy with Gyökeres and Havertz if you were to go into next season with them?
I'm not happy with them, but if we've got two options, those are my two options.
Fair enough.
We need a striker, and we need someone.
Fair enough. No, I agree with that.
I think Gyökeres with a better
Service.
with a better.
I think Gyökeres would be great if he
Service,
if he had a playmaker.
Yeah, Service. That's what I'm saying. I mean, with Service, you saw him with Sporting. I know it's Sporting, and I know it's the Portuguese
I
league.
feel like Arteta doesn't want him to have service.
Literally.
So I'm watching the game.
Well, he
it's like-
loves Kai. He must have something with Kai Havertz because, bro, why is it? With
I like Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz is. I think Kai Havertz can be a massive.
He lost us the
important
game,
player.
but I like Kai
He
Havertz.
can be a massively important player for Arsenal. I think he already has been. He was one of the reasons why he almost won the league. Was it last
Oh,
year?
I like Kai Havertz. Yeah.
Kai Havertz is
But
good.
yeah, like you say, like I feel like he just wants Gyökeres to fail so he can keep playing Kai Havertz. Honestly.
Okay. Now this is one I'm gonna ask about a young player. We all know the young man Max Dowman, known as 15 years old. This is, yeah, I think so. Or he might be 16. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's still very, very young. The question is, would you drop Bukayo Saka and play Max Dowman to let him develop? It's actually a very good question because from what we've seen of Max Dowman, he has been electric.
We saw.
I have no answer.
We did it with Mkhitaryan. We took off Mkhitaryan.
Mm.
We started playing Saka when he was
Yeah.
like 18, 19. And he did really well. I think might be worth a shot, honestly. Maybe not Saka though. Maybe like Trossard.
So you'd rather, but isn't Max Dowman's best position the right?
Right, yeah, it is. But you know, again, I think you could experiment.
Because you know what it is with Max Dowman, I see him as a talent, right? He kind of reminds
But
me
he
of
needs
when
to be
Lamine.
helped,
It reminds me of when Lamine Yamal broke through at Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Wait.
No way.
Okay,
near.
let's hear it. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Remember, Max Dowman's only 15 when he made his debut, and he scored his first Premier League goal at 16, right? Lamine Yamal, of course, is crazy level. But my point is, Barcelona, what they did with Lamine Yamal is they played him.
Yeah.
They gave him the opportunity to flourish.
But even still.
Do you think Arsenal should do
but
that?
even still-
And I'm not saying he'll ever reach the level of Lamine
But they
Yamal.
look. But I think
But I'm
that
just
it's important to understand that when Lamine Yamal came on the pitch,
Mm.
you were looking at a world-class player at 17. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
No, you were looking at somebody who could compete at
Like
the
a
very
Messi.
at Champions
We're
League
talking
level.
like Messi, bro.
We're talking like
Do you think that is the
no,
case?
as in they didn't play him because he's young. They played him because he's amazing.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
my point.
That's true.
But we're playing Max Dowman because he's a kid.
Can I
That's
say
my point.
something?
You don't think you're playing him because he's good?
Can I say
No,
something?
he is.
From
He
what
is
I've
good.
seen of him,
No, he's
very,
good.
very
He's good, but he's not. We would play him for
Yeah.
when you play him for development.
My point is obviously I've given the Lamine Yamal example. It's a bit stupid, but like my point is it's a very similar situation in the sense that he's a young player. Obviously, like you said, Lamine Yamal's he's on another planet. He's a joke. He's a literal joke, right?
He's one of the best players in the world.
Arguably the best. And I that's probably my hot take. I think he's the best player in the world.
I still think Mbappe is.
No, Mbappe.
Mbappe doesn't do enough off the ball. And
It's
even on the ball. No, I'd say
Can
that Yamal, to be honest, because
No, but
I enjoy
mean, like,
watching him the
he's
most.
injured.
He's the most enjoyable.
Anyway, can I say something on this Downman thing right now?
Yeah, go on.
My thing is the reason, like, I think Arteta needs to learn what he did from Saka. What he did with Saka is he overplayed him too much, and I think that actually stunted his development because he started getting injured recently, and then he played way too many games, started to lose quality as well. As we can see, there's a drop off with Saka.
Yeah.
I think if he makes the same mistake with Downman, it will happen again. I think Downman has really good talent, but if you're gonna play him, you don't play him like in the big games. First of all, you don't want to put him in a big game. You lose and he loses confidence. You just want to put him in maybe a game against like a team like Burnley, like the lower teams in the league, so that if he does, it's more likely to bring his confidence up if he gets a goal, this and that. Of course, and then within time, if he's showing the signs that he is good enough to play against in the big games, then you start playing him. But he needs to make sure he does this correctly. Because I think he made a mistake with the way he tried to develop Saka, and that's why I think Saka's starting to fall off. Because he played way too many games, way too young, and now he's starting to get injured too many times now, and he's starting to fall off.
Okay.
I don't think that's the reason why he got injured, though.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is,
think it
bro.
was-
What else can it be?
A young age when because to be
No,
fair, he's still
the way
growing
he
as a
plays,
player.
the way
Pedri, I
he
haven't
plays,
used
he
Pedri.
invites a lot of fouling.
True.
Of
That is
course,
true.
but that's playing to when he's not protecting him enough
Dude,
as well.
that's
by
also
taking him
good.
off.
Okay,
Anyway.
so
It's like Lamine Yamal. He plays in a way that invites getting injured.
But he's just a different player, bro.
Yeah,
I
He
think
gets
I
it.
think
Of
his
course
build
he's a
is
different
much
player.
better than Saka as well. He's taller. I'd say he looks stronger as well.
That's why he gets away. He invites the foul, but he doesn't get foul because he gets away from it.
He's able to dribble past his man, and it's insane. He's an insane talent. Right. This isn't a Lamine Yamal video. This is an Arsenal video. Now I want to say one. Go on. Give us the question.
The Al Nassr game was better than the Arsenal Harambe.
I didn't even know there was an Al Nassr game. They play.
Did
Did
they
you know?
play
Did you know Al Nassr don't play in like the Champions
No, they
League?
play
of
the Europa League.
They play in the Europa League of the Asian.
But they're gonna win the league, so they'll probably be in.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they finished like fourth or fifth.
Bro, Mahrez's team is the team that won the like AFC Champions League.
Who?
But Al Ahly.
Bro,
Al Ahly,
is
yeah,
it
yeah.
that- Is Ronaldo that washed?
Yeah, bro.
The top of the league, no?
Yeah, but bro.
Top of the league,
How
man.
do you win the Europa
Yeah,
League?
top of the Saudi league, bro.
Yeah,
Top of the Saudi league.
So he's washed when he's not doing well, but now he's doing well. He's still washed.
he's been washed. But so is
He's 41. He's 41 and
Yeah,
he's still
I can't
performing.
lie, that's crazy.
That's impressive.
Bro, he's just doing it to get to
But even then,
1,000
we
goals
said the
in
Saudi
football.
League. The Saudi League
Bro,
quality.
I support him, bro. Let him get 1,000.
No,
goals
I like
and
him. I
then
do.
bet.
I love him. But like, bro, he is just doing it to get to 1,000.
Okay, right. My last thing now, because we discussed this during the game, right? If you were to win, now you are on for both the Premier League and the Champions League.
Don't.
Listen.
Yeah.
I know this is if buts and maybes,
Yeah,
of course. If you were to win both,
yeah.
would this be the greatest season in Arsenal's history?
Surely, right?
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
They've never
Flat
done
out,
this before.
like flat out, or do you have to think about the play as well?
There's a
Would you
conversation.
not bring the
No,
Invincibles into this?
There's
Would you
a
not bring-
conversation to be had about winning the double at Man United,
Mhm.
winning the Invincibles at White Hart Lane. There's a conversation to be had about those two games.
Yeah, but bro, you've never won the Champions League.
I'm saying there's a conversation,
Yeah,
but undoubtedly, in my opinion, it would be the greatest.
season.
It would be the greatest season in Arsenal's history.
Doesn't
But
matter how they
there
do it.
would be a comment because for all the fans winning the Premier League Invincibles at White Hart Lane is a big thing for them, and same with
Man United.
Man U. But
Achievement wise.
yeah, there's another.
Okay.
I think sentimental wise,
Especially after 20 years.
I think sentimentally, the other two might be, a bit closer to Arsenal's heart.
It's your
like
first
Van Gaal.
European Cup,
But
and it's your first league in 22
do you know
years.
why? Do you know why I think it's also better? Because
You know we haven't gone this long without a league in ages.
can I say something as well? I think the reason it would also be a bigger achievement is because what was I going to say, bro? You made me forget, bro. I forgot. What was I going to say? Oh, I forgot. I don't. Can't remember.
You can edit it in if you want.
No, I can't remember what I was going to say, to be honest.
We were talking about the European Cup. We were talking about.
Oh, because you're going against all the haters. That was it. Like everyone is against you right now, and for you to win it as well,
It'd be even more sweet.
it'd be even more sweet.
Do you know what? I'll be honest, yeah. I don't really listen to a lot of the noise because there's clearly an agenda,
Mhm.
but like it's just so obviously an
But
agenda.
you know what it is? The thing is, I think a lot of Arsenal
well-deserved
fans
agenda.
bring it on to themselves because they come up with the most outrageous comments.
Bro,
We've had people on our live,
bro.
and have you heard? You're gonna want to hear this. He said Prime Saka is better than Prime Sadio Mane. Okay, that was one, and there was another one. What was the other one?
He's better than Prime Di Maria. as
Better
well.
than Prime Di Maria.
Look, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When
But
people
those
start, when
opinions.
people, you see this often with mental health patients, yeah. You see this often when people are deprived of happiness for so long,
Yeah.
they perceive happiness, a small burst of happiness, to be the greatest thing they ever have experienced. That's called bipolar syndrome. Okay, now that happens to traumatized individuals. So you can't look at an Arsenal fan here who's who had to endure Shamak, yeah, flipping Mustafi, Socrates, flipping Leno, yeah. You can't tell that Arsenal fan don't be happy that Saka's doing well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But this person will take it to an extent in which, because they haven't seen greatness in so long, they see a good performance and like he's better than Messi. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's illogical, as are people who are traumatized from young age. Okay, so I personally understand the pain, but even still, obviously, if we want to talk logically, obviously these conversations are not to be had.
I've got a feeling you've got a bit of traumatic feelings towards Arsenal.
I remember 2019 Baku.
Bro, he's talking like a World War II veteran, bro.
He's come from the trenches.
Through the trenches and back, bro. Normandy.
From Normandy, D-Day, bro.
Normandy, bro. Is it? But my point is, yeah, when you look at Arsenal now and you look at Arsenal fans are the loudest because they've had the most media.
Yeah, true.
They had Arsenal
They
fan
started
TV. They pioneered fan TV.
They did.
They pioneered it. You wouldn't have, all these. You wouldn't have the overlap without Arsenal fan TV. Even.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, you wouldn't have YouTube football commentary without Arsenal fan TV. They started it, okay? Ironically, because of how bad Arsenal were. Mm-hmm. But my point is, because they were the loudest, they're the ones that got showcased the most.
Yeah.
Okay? But I don't think it's representative. And by the way, Arsenal have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
London is all Arsenal. It's all Arsenal or Chelsea. The fans in London.
United.
Huh?
Or Man United.
A
lot of Man United fans are in London.
Yeah, my point is, like, the London club supporters are usually either Arsenal or Chelsea.
Agreed.
Okay? And that's why the debate is which club is bigger, Arsenal or Chelsea. It's not West Ham or Crystal Palace or Tottenham. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's between Arsenal and Chelsea. Okay? There's a conversation to be had there, but even still, because of the amount of fans and because they pioneered the media and social media and YouTube, etc., they were the first ones to get an interview with Gary Neville with like Sky Sports punditry.
Yeah.
They were the first ones. So these guys obviously are going to get an unrepresentative view because they had the most media. Okay, but if you look at Liverpool fans, remember Paddy? Not Paddy. What's his face?
Oh, the ones like
what's his name? The fat.
I don't do if, but some maybes. I do absolutely.
No, not that guy. But he said he was happy with the game. Yeah. So what did he say? He said Sadio Mane is the best player in the world.
True.
That's what he said.
Damn.
But we looked at it that's funny.
But to be honest, at that time,
he was not the best player in the world in 2019, bro.
But he was better than listen, he's probably the best player in the league. And when you're the best player in the league, you have a shout to be the best player in the world.
He was probably up there, but he probably wasn't the best.
Probably wasn't the best in the world, but you know what? Like, you're the best player in the league.
Is the best player in the world.
It's like right now, Bruno Fernandes is I'm not saying he's the best player in the world, by the way. I'm saying he's the best player in the league, and I think we can all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Right? When you're in that conversation, you're the most competitive league in the world.
Alright, is there any chance that you actually believe Arsenal can win the UCL, specifically to you?
Okay.
I have to have hope.
But do you believe it? It really and truly.
In order to have hope, you have to believe that it can be possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah,
I've seen. Bro, remember when Chelsea won the league? Do you remember Chelsea won the UCL?
That is true.
I did not think Chelsea would win the UCL. They won it.
That's true.
I thought Man City would batter them.
That's true.
But they won. So, bro, the thing is, it's not a league; it's a cup, and cup moments happen. Okay, moments happen. You can see a dead team rise out of nowhere. You know what I'm trying to say? Bro, got to the flipping World. See how far they got in the World Cup.
Semi-final.
You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, unexpected things can happen. I'd like to have hope. A game is a game. A league is a journey.
I agree. We don't like Arsenal. We may not like the Arsenal fan opinions at times, but realistically, when you look at it, as you say, Arsenal are 2 games away from a Champions League final. If they just beat Atletico, which realistically you could beat them 1-0 and make it to the final, and you could literally have the most scummy game. Raya could have the best game of his life. Saka could score a goal off his bum.
It takes one
That's what I'm saying.
moment of greatness from Gyökeres or Rice or Saka to win a game.
Exactly.
In the final.
Oh, well,
Did you think that PSG would win 5-0 last week?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? The Champions League is not the league.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree.
So yeah, I do have hope that they would win the Champions League, and I do believe that they can. If I was talking about a realm of probability, will they? Probably not. But I still believe that they can.
I agree. There's a big chance. No, I agree. Because since you're so close to the final, I don't see why there's not a possibility. I think all 4 teams right now.
Bro, things
There's
happen all the
opportunity.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like South Africa would win their first game in the World Cup. Things happen, bro.
True. Yeah. Okay. Are there any more questions or
Every Arsenal fan has Stockholm syndrome with Arteta and Saka.
I don't know what Stockholm syndrome means.
Stockholm syndrome. Like, how do you explain Stockholm syndrome?
Like the person who like hurts you but shows you a tiny bit of love every now and again. You love them. You love them to death.
Exactly. Basically, a bit to do with the way
I had that with Unai Emery because we had such a good run and then we capitulated.
Yeah.
I had that with Wenger.
There you go.
my mum's wing it in? Is she dumb, bro?
She mad.
Is she mad, bro? They're gone.
This is a comment to Ajam. The Inter fans said the same thing and then they got battered 5-0.
That is true.
Yeah, okay, games can happen.
But then,
bro.
like you mentioned, to be fair,
that's not a point. What I'm saying is that in the league anything can happen. In the Champions League anything can happen. That's what I'm saying. Well, in the league anything can happen. Leicester won.
Yeah, true.
But you need to be way more consistent in the league. Now, are there any more points you want to mention about Arsenal before we go on to the game?
I think it's important to highlight when we look at fans. I don't think it's fair, honestly. Yeah, Arsenal fans are the loudest. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But because they have the most media, they were the pioneers of media. But if you look at like Rory Talks Football, if you look at these guys, they're all very
Knowledgeable?
not knowledgeable, normal.
Yeah.
They're normal fans. I'm trying to say.
I
But
get
if you watch Ty from AFTV, yeah, obviously you'll be like, the guy's dumb. 'Cause he's dumb.
Yeah.
All right. Then Arsenal is his happiness. I'm trying to say.
It's
it's
a
his
call out, by
happy
the way,
place, bro.
Ty. We want to box you.
But my point is that when we look at these types of fans, you can't then paint Arsenal fans with a whole brush and say, "Oh, we want Arsenal to lose because of a couple of guys from AFTV." Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And a lot of it's theatrics. Let's be honest. Like, a lot of it is just performative.
Yeah, that's true.
And all football fans have these.
Yeah.
All football clubs have this, bro. Have you seen some Man United fans?
No, I agree. 100%. I agree, and I always disagree with. But the thing is, it's just
Most Man United fans think Ronaldo's better than Messi. Have you can you comprehend that?
well, no, I don't think that. I really
Most Man U fans think Ronaldo's better than Messi.
Let's be honest. If you're a real football fan, you don't believe that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's delusion.
No, but
Arsenal
I
fans
can
don't
prefer
believe
Ronaldo than Messi.
That's not what I'm saying. That's like you've got multiple who make the argument
Yeah, true.
that Ronaldo
That's
is
true.
better than Messi.
But I honestly believe they don't believe that in their heart. Is there anything else, Mehdi? Or
Pedro thinks that Ronaldo is better than Messi.
he's
and he's not a
Portuguese.
Man U
That
fan.
doesn't count.
But that's what I'm saying. Man, you are Portuguese.
Hey, Pedro, he's calling you out, bro. I'm just saying.
They're
Yeah,
all full tackle. I mean, nice one.
Okay, so since we've covered Arsenal, we've covered a lot of ground about Arsenal. We discussed, what we think of Arteta, what we think of the squad, what you think you should add, what you would do if you don't win a trophy this year, if you don't win a trophy next year, what we think this will happen this year. We've covered a lot of ground on Arsenal. Would you say you're happy with what we've discussed?
Yeah.
So let's get into our next segment, and that is the
predictions first? Or? Sure.
No, I said do the we'll leave the predictions right
Okay.
there. Yeah. So
Alright.
let's get on to the imposter game. I mean, Ari, you can explain it just to
So essentially, the category, of course, is football players. Each person will get given either a player, a name of a player, or they will be the imposter. So we will have maybe a few rounds where we're going to say some words that are associated with the player, and we have to guess who is the imposter. It's as simple as that. I'm sure you can, understand the game. So you've probably seen it a lot on TikTok and stuff. So yeah, don't really think I need to explain it too much, but yeah, that's basically what we're doing. So so we've got the category here.
Come on,
Start the
I
game.
don't know why I'm so nervous. Is that just me?
All right.
I'm a bit nervous.
So I'm gonna go first. I'll
Go
select
first.
my. So okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, that's a good player. What else you do you? Make sure that other people
Don't
can
look.
see.
Okay. There you go. And that's gonna tell you who's gonna start as well. But before we start,
Voting phase.
voting
And
first? I start.
Custom says Ronaldo's Lengador.
Sorry.
Cosmo says Ronaldo's Lengo though.
Lengo.
All right, we'll start with. I know it says start with top, but we don't have to listen to it. We'll start with the John because he's the guest.
So I have to say a word now.
That's
Associate with the player.
that you saw.
Alright, you have to
Hear you out. Go on.
dance.
I kind of hear it.
Yeah.
I
No,
kinda-
there's
I think I hear
you
it, to
have
be
to
fair.
know exactly what I'm
I
talking
kind of
about.
hear it. No, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Ooh. This is an interesting one.
I lost my money.
No, it's not easy to think of a, you know, because you're trying to say a word that doesn't give it away.
That's
the
it. Good
imposter.
one, look.
Yeah, that's the point of the game, isn't it? But you gotta think of it, innit?
Let's explain the instructions.
Long hair.
Okay. Okay.
Like, that's a good
I
one.
don't know about that one, bro. I don't, like
Don't be
70%
ashamed.
of footballers have long hairs.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta keep it.
Alright, go on.
What's
Not
it
long.
called? What's the Brazilian like football style called? I forgot what it's called. Jogger. Is it jogger? Can I say
Jogo
jogger?
Bonito, yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
I know it's 2 words, but is that alright? Yeah.
Oh,
Jogger Bonita. It's like the style of Brazilian football, like, you know.
Okay. That's pretty sus. I can't lie, that is pretty sus. Go on. You're next.
We'll do like what? How many rounds of like before we guess who it is?
what?
Nothing. Someone said looking lovely and feminine tonight. And then someone else said, if you're into girls, what would be your type?
We'll just ignore those comments. But we'll go back to it, John.
Only my wife.
We have a married man here.
Only
Come
my
on.
wife.
Yeah.
Cross.
Cross.
Okay.
If I explain more, it'll be obvious. But I'm talking about cross.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, stop
okay.
rinsing them.
Okay.
Who are they rinsing, bro? Why am I getting rinsed?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Is that Hazard with glasses? Hazard's been eating good mashallah. Is he married with Arsenal?
Oh no. Okay.
Boys, you need to get carried
Oh.
away.
We need to move on.
Oh.
We probably want to do
Yeah, I've
multiple
been called
different
that.
players.
I've been told I look like Hazard before.
Kind of.
We'll do like 2, like
3 rounds. I say 3
Oh.
rounds.
we'll see how quick it goes.
Okay.
If that's the case, we'll only do 2 rounds of words to make it quicker.
White kit.
Playmaker.
This is the last round, by the way, so this is your last chance to give something.
Perisic.
Eating
Okay.
Hazard.
Huh?
Eating Hazard.
Come, let's just
That's
carry on with the game.
That's sick.
Let's think.
Eating Hazard is mad.
Let's carry on with the game, and we'll get to the comments later.
This isn't. I don't know whether this is the right word though to describe this player, because he's not. But say it. Underrated. I don't think that's the word to describe him though.
I'll say Tremella.
Oh,
You
okay.
get me?
Yeah, no, I get you, but now you're throwing me off. I don't know who it is.
Okay. Right, what's that? We've done the round of words.
So
Let's
now,
guess.
now you gotta guess who the imposter is. Okay.
We'll all just point out whoever we think the imposter is.
Is it? Wait,
Carlos.
you think it's me?
Yeah.
I think it's Carlos as well.
You think it's me?
So what? We're all. So, me and you. What? Who do you think it
That
is?
means I've lost. It doesn't matter who I think
Yeah.
it is. Who's the imposter?
Me.
It's not. Well,
It's
it's not me.
Gasol, isn't it?
It was
Yeah,
me.
I thought so, yeah.
It was me.
I
guys.
should have
was
picked
the
him.
imposter.
I was thinking it's him as well.
Who was the player? Modric.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Well, the second he said white kid, I was like, and I remember he said long hair. I was like, oh, it's Modric.
Bitch, right.
So they were your fault.
Basically, it was
Bro, Cross was sick.
But I don't know why I said Joga
Dance
Bonito.
was
He
good.
said
I read
dance.
the
Cross
dance.
and
Dance was
dance. You don't remember the dance? There's a
The
video
awkward dance.
of Rudiger doing that dance.
They're
in
all
the
dancing. He's just
dressing room.
doing this.
And and Modric is like,
Yeah, he's
I
just
haven't
spazzing.
seen
I
that.
doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
he just went,
dance
bro,
was
you know,
good,
he was doing well. I had no idea who it was when he was saying dance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Brazil, so that's why I said Joga Bonito. So
bro,
when
I
he
can't.
said,
knew
It was
you when you
obvious
said
it was
that.
you. I can't.
So
lie.
why did you go in? I was gonna vote.
I don't know.
we'll go
The drama.
again.
The drama.
Ugh.
If you're imposter again, we'll cry after. Okay. Ugh. Alright. Yeah?
Mhm.
But we'll start with the sub because we start with each of us started. I was gonna reveal results.
Baller. That's all I can think of really. Baller.
It's too generic. It's way too generic. Because if you picked 100 players, then they would give you ballers. Okay, that's a generic start.
Slippery.
Slippery. Is this a hear me out type thing? Or just like a
No, it's slippery. You have to.
oh, I've got a
It's
good one.
easy, Tarayan.
I can't lie, but
Slippery is
I'm
easy.
scared. This is if you know like facts, then no, I'm not gonna say this one. I'll say this for later. Celebration.
Carry. If you like, I don't want to explain it more than that.
Okay, I see.
I just feel like they're just too generic. But okay, carry on. I still don't get yours. Slip. I don't get that one.
Oil.
Oh.
Say his name and think about what I'm talking about. Say his name.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I see it.
okay.
I see it. Okay, I see it. Oh, okay. Loyal.
Winner.
Wait, what?
Winner.
Winner.
Yeah.
Winner. How much did he win?
Not much.
I don't know.
Not that
I
much.
literally can't think of anything else.
There's a lot.
There's a lot
You
you
can
can
think
think
a
of.
lot about this player.
Stripey.
Say again?
Stripey.
I can see that.
What do you mean you can see that? It's obvious, bro.
Yeah, true.
You're the last word.
Bro, you're both dumb. I don't know. I genuinely don't know who it is.
By the way, this is gonna be like because I started it, so that'd be like the last.
This will be haircut.
Yes, bro. I don't know which one.
That's
I
the
still
point.
think
It's
it's
spoiler.
Goals.
I don't think it's. I think it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's Goals.
I think with the guesses he gave, I think it was very very clear who it was. I know who it is. From what you said, I linked it up. Yeah, it works. The first two.
So
words.
who's John voting for, by the way?
You got to decide.
You got to decide who you vote for. I'm saying Goals.
I'm saying this up.
So you got to decide.
Is it you?
Again, yeah.
I knew it was Griezmann, bro. Griezmann.
Oh,
Bro, I went off laws of probability at that.
You're so stupid. He does the most. What's this, bro? He does this all the time. This. Whoa, celebration.
Wow,
Stupid
yeah.
heck.
Yeah.
You are useless. You are useless.
You
I
do
can't
one
lie.
more
You
round,
are
'cause I
useless.
keep getting imposter, but this is getting.
I can't lie. If please use a head next time. I beg you use a head
We'll
next
do
time.
one
Please.
more round, just one more.
Because bro, I'm trying to be as niche as I can with these
Fair enough.
German unniche, whatever.
Oh, by the way, if I get
Same
imposter
thing.
again, we're just gonna end it.
You know, if you get imposter, let us know, and then we'll just stop.
No,
Oh, but
don't
no.
actually,
Don't actually let us know.
Yeah.
Don't actually let us know. Don't actually let us know.
Okay.
This is fun. I like this.
What, am I getting violated?
Eating has I failed.
Bro, let's stop with these comments.
To be honest, it's having a stinker, really. Chat, is he not having a stinker?
I can't lie, I should have got that. But you know, at that point, I wasn't going off logic. I was going off laws of probability.
Nah, you gotta go off logic with that one, bro. I was saying nothing that had anything to do with Griezmann, bro. What did I even say? I said baller. Okay, he was a baller, fair enough.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was.
And then I said carry. Okay, maybe.
And then
carry
winner.
was,
He
like,
won
a-
nothing.
The winning is what got me, bro.
Okay.
I'll go
I need-
first.
Go start. You go to winner.
fast. The sub for two again, I swear to God.
Technical.
Smile. If you know, you know.
That's fucking gay.
No. If you know, you know. Trust me.
Yeah, because only a straight man would look at another man's smile.
Oh, bro. If you know the player, you understand the word. You'll be like, yeah, that's a very good word.
Pedro.
Wait, what?
Pedro.
Pedro.
I get that, to be fair.
Okay.
Mo. So,
Bro, what are you doing?
I got close as you.
Okay. Trying to think of something that would be unniche again. Do you know what? There's a lot of. Can I say a club? Like a club you
Maybe.
might
Maybe
play for. Lille.
Okay. A good word to use. A broad one. I don't want to use too much of an easy one, but like. No, if I say that, we'll give it away too easily. The imposter.
I mean, too niche gives it away anyway. Or to unniche, or whatever you want to say.
Honestly, has he though?
If you were imposter, what would you say?
What was impossible? What I say?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say.
They both said logical ones, I can't lie. Bro, you forfeit your point.
Overrated? I don't know. Not overrated. Like falling off, more like.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
How many words have you said the jump so far? 2, isn't it? We've all said 2.
So we've gone back around, haven't we?
So this is the last.
What did
round
you start
of
off with?
No, I only said one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I said 2. Yeah,
You
I
said
said
two.
fast
So
and
this is
safe.
the last round.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest, I think the imposter probably already knows what it is.
Yeah, the imposter knows who it is.
No.
Yeah. And I think I know who the imposter is.
I got a feeling as well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Black.
Okay. Right. Trying to think of something that would still not.
Your first word, I get it now.
Mine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get it.
What was the first word again?
Should have listened to it. Can't give them.
Bro, I can't remember my breakfast. What was the first word again?
Smile.
Yeah.
Yellow, bro.
But I'm gonna have to do so much cutting, bro.
Okay, league.
League.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we believe.
League. There's not one footballer who doesn't play in a league.
Not that. Would you say league title? Go on a league title.
No. Okay, league.
League title. If you know the player, you know what I'm saying.
I think I know what you meant by league. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Obviously not league. Every player plays in a league.
You could have like.
I say yellow, bro. Yellow.
That's what I'm saying. You still gotta be a bit.
Give him an ass.
Cappuccino. Think about it.
Cappuccino. With
That's
this,
what
with
you
this
think.
player.
Just think about
I don't know about cappuccino, you know.
Carlos, I vote you.
it. Yeah, same over you.
But you know who it was.
Yeah, that's because I'm not imposter.
No, it's
No,
because
it
it
was
was
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
You made it obvious with smile.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Leon.
Yeah, of course.
I only got it because I remember the TikTok.
Yeah. No, bro, he's always smiling. Anyway.
No, it's
I said cappuccino because I don't know. It's I should have said espresso maybe.
Oh, because Italian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to use
Oh,
it.
you should say pasta, bro.
Oh, yeah. Too broad. No, it's too easy. Too
Yellow.
easy.
Okay, come on. Alright, that's it, bro.
That's it.
That's it. Yellow.
Call it a day.
Call it a day.
So We won't be doing the quiz today because obviously we've done the game, but we will show you the predictions. Those are our predictions for the games for the coming weekend. That will include Hassan's. Obviously, he's not been on the podcast for a while, but thank you guys for coming in. That is it for the podcast episode, and we want to thank Ali for being on it.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming on, and you're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming in. Please leave a like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when we upload videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.
Take care.